Okay, y'all, I'm back with a second TikTok review for Love and Glacier National, a national park romance. All right, so it's winter time, and I told y'all in the first TikTok, Megan said she's not watching this shit, so it was just me watching this and reviewing this, okay? I wasn't excited to be watching a movie that's all about snow, and Hallmark's not right because the two movies leading up to this premiere were Two Tickets in Paradise, which is filmed in Hawaii, and then The Wedding Veil Journey, which was filmed in the Acropolis of Lindos Rose, Greece. So you sent us two warm-ass movies, and then now we're in Glacier National Park. Y'all ain't right, Hallmark. Anyway, so Heather gets her stuff together. She was supposed to be doing a trip to Maui with her sister, Riley, who is currently going through a round of IVF. We'll talk about Riley a little bit later in some of the complaints that I read about her character. So now they can't go to Maui, and so Riley decides to meet Heather in Fernie. Now, there was a lot of complaints about the location of this movie because people claim they've been there and this was not shot in the United States. But I'm going to touch on that. One thing I want to say, if you're not going to watch all the TikToks, is that Glacier National Park is huge. I'm going to show you, if you did a quick Google, it goes from the Montana mountains in the United States to the Canadian border, baby. So that means that these parks are in the U.S. and in Canada. So for everyone complaining about Fernie, yeah, they were on the Canadian side, and that's why things were a bit different. Has it never occurred to y'all that the Canadians do things a bit different? Anyway, Heather rose up to help her homie, Eric, and she had introduced Eric to his wife. We'll get into that later. So Eric owns a ski lodge. Eric tells Heather she's going to get pushback from Chris, played by Stefan, because he's the director. He doesn't believe in the forecasting. He doesn't believe in the science of predicting avalanches. Turns out Chris has a very deep reason for that. Chris is a sexy single father. Stefan, we saw your abs, we saw your chest, and we were feeling it, okay? So meanwhile, Heather is trying to convince Chris and his whole search and rescue team that her forecasting really does work, and we end up seeing that. Heather has never been in love before, and she starts to fall in love with Chris, who is a widow. During that time, Heather and her sister Riley, they bond with Chris's daughter, Samantha, and we really start to see that there is a love story in this freezing ass park, okay? These people was cold, Hallmark. They was cold. I felt cold for them. Anyway, on to the next TikTok. Stay tuned.